If you want to ensure that you always have food, stockpile these now. Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. I'm talking about seeds. I know there's another part of it, raising animals, good point. But this video we're going to talk about stockpiling seeds. Seeds are one of those things, I'm going to show you a bunch here in a sec. Small part of my seed storage. I have a lot of seeds. Very important, because I know if I'm here on this location, I can plant them in raised beds. If I'm somewhere else, they're portable. I can take them with me and eventually work my way up to having a garden at that location. Or guerrilla gardening. Random locations, different locations, en route to bug out locations, at bug out locations, friends' properties, national forests, whatever. Gives you some options. Let's take a look at some of my seeds. This is a tiny portion of my seeds. So let's start off up here. We got the Heirloom 55 pack that has 55 different varieties of heirloom seeds. Good thing for long-term seed storage and or for use. Non-GMO, made in the US, all this stuff, open pollinated heirloom seeds. And then here's the Heirloom 42, same thing, just 42 varieties. So there's 1,280 seeds in there. There's about 1,500 seeds in there. And then we got, we got leek, we got spinach, we got squash, sweet basil, cauliflower, some more squash, some peas. These are all ones I got recently at Goodwill. The ones that you see that look like this. The cucumbers, we got some wildflowers for little one, carrots, beets, broccoli. And then in these packs here, as you can see, this one's labeled 2021. So there's a bunch of seeds I got last year that are part of my seed stockpile. This bag right here is also 2021. And then these other two bigger bags are 2022 seeds, which I try to buy. I buy seeds every year. I don't use them all, and I package them and store them in a way that they're good and they're viable over the years. You can see them in their packaging in Ziploc bags with the as much of the air taken out of them, and then I keep them in a fridge. Other varieties are cauliflower, jalapeno, yellow squash, down here zucchini, cucumber, sweet peppers, tomatoes, we got cilantro, we got miner's lettuce, arugula, corn salad, microgreens, cucumber, carrot, different kinds of tomatoes, snap peas, peppers, kale, kohlrabi, Swiss chard, radishes, broccoli, carrot, different varieties, because variety is the spice of life. Tomatillos, mesclun, spinach, tomato, beet, and basil. That is just a little example of what I have for my seed storage and some of the varieties that I store. I store a lot of peas and a lot of beans. Those are my two big ones, my real big ones, because we produce a lot here. They grow a lot. They produce a lot of food. So pick what you grow best in your area. It's not always the same no matter what area you're in. Beets also grow really well for us. Turnips grow really well for us. A lot of things, zucchini. I mean, who can't grow zucchini, right? Zucchini grows really well here too. Here's what I'm talking about. This is how I store my seeds. We get a bunch of packs in there, bunch of packs in there. That whole thing full up. This whole area filled with all kinds of seeds, even like seeds like these that we grow and we dry ourselves and save year after year. That's another vital thing about seeds, is all these seeds. Ooh, that one, see? That one didn't work out. Okay, sometimes that happens. Look how bad those look. They're all rotten and stuff. So those go in the trash. Doesn't always work out like that. That's why I check through my seeds all the time. And we got a bunch of seeds here also. And that's just a little portion of my seed storage. But that's how I store them. And like I showed you, sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes they do get moldy, especially the ones you save. But you can see some in there. Pumpkin, butternut squash, different varieties of pumpkin also are back in there. We have a wide variety of seeds. I mean, I don't even know how many tens of thousands of seeds I have just right here in this one fridge. one of our storage locations. I encourage you guys to have a robust seed storage. It might just save your lives. A little more on this. See how they're all moldy and stuff? And these, as you can see, were yellow pumpkins from last year. So what probably happened is I probably didn't get them dried out all the way. That's key. If you're harvesting your own seeds, which I do, you need to make sure that they get dried out properly and fully before you put them up. Because if you don't, this will happen. Luckily, I got 3-4 more bags of those already, like all the way full bags. This was like my remnant bag leftover. It was probably last minute. I think this is the last bag that went into storage. So I probably took some shortcuts because I was getting tired of putting seeds away at that point. So be careful, be smart, take your time. I encourage you guys to get out and to stockpile seeds. Stockpiling seeds is, I mean, it is such a good thing to be able to produce your own food for your family. Get only the varieties that you will actually eat. Don't get the stuff you won't eat. I'll eat pretty much anything. Especially, I know the way I am is if SHTF happens, whatever, and I got to eat stuff. Maybe it's not my favorite, but you know what? I'll eat it because I grew up as an athlete. Cross country, track, soccer, all those things. I was very active, running all the time. And I ate stuff all the time as a kid that I didn't really like. I didn't like broccoli, but I ate it all the time because I knew it was good for me. Good way to do it, but a lot of people don't do it that way. So stockpile the varieties of seeds that grow well in your area, that you will eat, and that produce the most amount of food, the highest quantity. Quantity and quality are very important also. Make sure you're doing all the other things like mending your soil, all the stuff you need to do to grow good quality food. You will enjoy it. It's therapeutic getting out there and gardening. But please start stockpiling your seeds now. If you don't have a seed storage, a personal seed storage, like a seed vault kind of, start one. It's inexpensive. It's not that difficult. And one thing you'll notice in my seed collection, I don't have too many, I don't have hardly any store-bought pumpkin seeds, butternut squash seeds, all those things that you can go to the store and buy. I can go to the store and buy a butternut squash. I can eat the butternut squash. I can dehydrate the butternut squash. I can freeze the butternut squash. But anyway, I'll enjoy the calories, and you get a lot more seeds in that one butternut squash than you will in several packets of these things that cost a lot more money. And you're not getting the food to go along with it. Now, are they GMO'd and stuff like that? Some items are. But things like pumpkins, they're not really that GMO'd because there's not that much demand for them. Same with the squashes and everything. So think about that. Easy ways to go about doing it. Also, beans. You know those bags of beans in the store that you buy to eat? Those are seeds. A lot of people say, oh, they won't grow. Okay, I throw the BS flag on that one. I grow them every single year like that. Because I try to keep my seed storage as storage. That's like my backup plan. I do use them. I have a whole other bag full of seeds that's like my use bag. And anytime one of those categories starts getting lower, I'll go to the oldest seeds in my seed storage and I'll pull some of those out and put them in there for use. I rotate through. I only use my oldest seeds. Like this year I'll be using 2014, 2015 seeds. Will they all propagate? Will they all grow properly? Maybe not. So what I do is I overplant them. I'll plant a third more, or maybe even double the amount of seeds. And if they all grow, I'll just transplant them somewhere else. So no big deal. Or I'll just pull them out and not use them. You know, you're still going to get a lot more value out of it doing it that way anyway. So stockpile seeds, grow food, produce your own calories, take care of your family, your tribe, and those around you. I love you guys. Please subscribe, hit that like button, share the videos, and join us on Patreon if you want to. Check out the links in the description. Have a wonderful day, and blessings to you and yours.